The way I say it to people is anything that is no longer in its original, natural, recognizable form is very highly processed. Examples. If you gave a little container of applesauce to someone who had never seen applesauce before, they wouldn't really know that it was applesauce. And by the way, unless they read the ingredients, they wouldn't know if you'd added sugar to it. They wouldn't know if you'd added flavoring or spices to it. They wouldn't know if it was also pears and apples. They just wouldn't know. So applesauce is a pretty highly processed food. I know you can do it at home. I remember when I was a kid, I made applesauce with my mom several times in the kitchen. Way better than what you get at the store, by the way. So applesauce is a very highly processed food. Here's another example. If you buy some spaghetti, you know, the pasta in the box, is that highly processed or minimally processed? Well, I don't know if you all know, but pasta is made out of wheat. By the way, it's made from a certain kind of wheat, ground up and processed a certain way. But does pasta look like wheat? Now, one of the things I come across is a lot of people have no idea what wheat looks like. And that's another point that I would like to make is in an industrial society where we're no longer growing our own food or living in the community where the food is grown, we forgot what it looks like. In my particular community, as soon as you drive out of town, there are whole fields full of wheat and we can see it growing. By the way, they've just planted it. It grows over the winter time. They'll harvest it in June. And we can see what it looks like. We know where it comes from. We see it spilled on the side of the roads. We drive past the granary where they take it for initial processing. So look it up. That's why you've got a phone and you can look up images on Google. Look up what actual wheat looks like. And then ask yourself, does this look like the pasta? And the answer is no. Same thing with bread. Does the bread look like the wheat? Does the cereal look like the wheat or the corn or the rice it comes from? You might say, yeah, puffed rice looks like rice kernels. And then I would say, see, this doesn't work perfectly. There's a couple of things about rice that I'll remind you about so that you understand. So sometimes it does look similar, but you also know that it's been pretty processed. The food you're about to eat, if you can't tell what its original form was, and if you need a whole list of ingredients to tell what you're eating, then you're probably eating something highly processed. The local bakery that I like to shop at, the people there wear shirts, and on the back of their shirt, it says flour, salt, yeast, water. That's the 4 ingredients for bread. And they're very proud of that, and that's how they make their bread there. But when you read the label of a loaf of bread that you pick up at the grocery store, you can tell there's a lot more ingredients in that bread, highly processed. I hope you found this really helpful, and if you did, please subscribe to this page because there's a ton more videos out there.